We are talking about thousands of people lined up to watch her play golf. This looked like Gamebridge Fieldhouse. It looked like she was going against the New York Liberty out there, and she was about to hit 3 threes in 28 seconds or something like that. That is what the crowd.
Okay, this is absolutely insane. Thousands of people, literally thousands, lined up at dawn just to watch someone play golf. And get this, it wasn't Tiger Woods in his prime, or even Phil Mickelson. No, it was a basketball player who had just finished her rookie season. What you're about to witness is completely shattering every single rule about how sports celebrity is supposed to work. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll understand why the WNBA might have just made the biggest, most colossal mistake in sports marketing history.
Iowa, yeah, it looked like that all over again. It looked like that all over again. It's CC22 jerseys everywhere. It's a movie. It is a movie at the Annika. Caitlin Clark doing it in a way that no one else can. Let's take a look. Look at all these people.
So here's what literally nobody is talking about. This isn't just some big crowd at a golf tournament. No, this is like a preseason, fever game level crowd, but at a golf course in November for a player who hasn't even touched a basketball in 4 months. And get this, every single sports league in America is watching this exact moment because what's unfolding right now is completely rewriting the entire playbook on athlete crossover appeal. The LPGA figured something out that the WNBA still totally doesn't understand. You're probably thinking, okay, this is just about Caitlin being popular, but hold up, there's something way, way bigger happening here that most people are completely missing.
I didn't realize how many people are there. Like, there are hundreds, if not in the low thousands, of people that are currently watching Caitlin Clark tee off. Like, that's crazy. Like, I made a video earlier talking a little bit about...
Did you catch that? We're talking low thousands here, not just a few hundred. Thousands of people showed up incredibly early, like sunrise early, just to watch someone who's never even played professional golf hit a few balls. And here's where it gets absolutely crazy. Look at what they're wearing. Fever jerseys, CC22 jerseys, Indiana gear, all at a Florida golf tournament. These aren't just golf fans who happen to like Caitlin Clark. No, these are hardcore Caitlin Clark fans who will literally follow her anywhere she goes. That's not normal celebrity status, that's transcendent. This is pure unadulterated craziness.
Look at all these people, man. You don't see this. God, man. Look at all these people lined up. They was out there early. They out there early. Talking about when the sun is rising.
The sun is barely even up, and people are already packed in deep along the fairway. You know what this truly reminds me of? Tiger Woods back at Pebble Beach, or LeBron James dominating a random Drew League game. It's that moment when someone's gravitational pull is so overwhelmingly strong that the sport itself doesn't even matter anymore. But here's the absolute kicker, the WNBA had this. They had someone who could shut down any venue, any sport, any event, and instead of building their entire league around that nuclear reactor of attention, they spent a whole year trying to convince everyone she wasn't actually that special. Meanwhile, the LPGA is just over here, basically printing money by...
And also the percentage of them that are wearing fever jerseys. Like, it's a high percent. It's in the greater than 50%. This isn't that easy a tee shot. Like, if she scuffs that right, it's into the water. Did she get over the water? Looks like she made it over the water anyway.
Just listen to how he's describing this. He is genuinely shocked by the crowd size. And remember, this is a person who covers sports for a living. When a seasoned professional sports journalist is utterly blown away by the turnout for a celebrity golf event, that tells you absolutely everything you need to know about the massive gap between perception and reality. Most people assumed the Caitlin Clark hype would just die down once the season ended. They thought that once she wasn't playing basketball every single week, all the casual fans would just drift away. But check out what actually happened.
All the Fever jerseys. Look at the Fever jerseys. Come on, man. This legendary. I reiterate, man. We got to take a look at the swing, but look at all the people out there in the Caitlin Clark Fever clothing, jerseys, CC22 jerseys everywhere at the Annika. This is why they were dying to have her back.
It's not just a few, it's single CC22 jerseys absolutely everywhere. At a golf tournament, in a completely different state from where she plays. 4 months after her last game. Folks, you are witnessing something that literally does not happen in modern sports. Athletes have fans, sure, and superstars have followings, but this right here is certified cultural phenomenon territory. It's the kind of crossover appeal that completely transcends the sport itself. And here's what's truly wild. Every single league except the WNBA saw this coming. The LPGA invited her back immediately. They practically begged her to return and made her the absolute centerpiece of their marketing. Meanwhile, the WNBA spent the entire offseason debating whether she even deserved Rookie of the Year.
I mean, that is a very much so far based on what we've been hearing. It does look like it's very much a so far. But yeah, it's good to see so many people being there for Caitlin Clark and golfing. For Caitlin Clark's first time teeing off. There are
Okay, so now we really need to talk about what this means for the business side of things, because what you're seeing right now isn't just impressive, it's a complete market disruption. The LPGA's Annika tournament probably tripled their usual attendance, maybe even more. Their social media engagement went absolutely through the roof, and sponsorship visibility exploded. All of this just because one basketball player showed up to hit a few golf balls. And get this, she's not even good at golf. Her swing is decent, sure, but she's definitely not competing professionally. Nobody's there because they think she's gonna win. No, they're there simply because she's Caitlin Clark. That, my friends, is pure undeniable star power. The kind that comes around maybe once in a generation.
Good swing. We got to take a look at Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall. You know, Tres Leches was in the building. We got to take a look, man. Sophie Cunningham hit a damn fan with a ball. Leave it to Sophie to do something crazy. Leave it to Sophie, man. Gotta love the blonde bomber, man. You leave it to Sophie to do something out of pocket every time.
You want to bite? Sophie just hit a fan with a golf ball, and somehow it's absolutely perfect, because what's actually happening here goes way beyond just Caitlin herself. She's literally bringing her teammates right into this massive spotlight. Lexi Hall is caddying. Sophie is out there making contact and making headlines. These players are getting exposure they would never get otherwise. The LPGA understood something absolutely crucial. When you have someone with this kind of gravitational pull, you don't just feature them. You let them bring their entire ecosystem. You amplify the whole circle. Now just watch how this dynamic plays out.
Let's take a look at this one.
Dude, you put snacks in? Yeah. Maybe a beer. Yes, exactly. I need to go get my girl. There you go.
See what's happening here? Sophie is absolutely having the time of her life. She's getting more mainstream attention in just one golf tournament than she got in entire seasons playing with Phoenix. Lexi Hall is building her brand. The Fever organization is getting promoted on a completely different platform. This, my friends, is exactly how you maximize a superstar's impact. You don't isolate them. You don't try to spread attention equally across the league. No. You recognize that one transcendent talent can lift everyone around them, but only if you actually let them. The WNBA could have done this. They should have done this. Instead, they spent a whole year trying to prove that Caitlyn wasn't actually all that special.
It is an interesting one to see. And 8:30 a.m. look, the number of people are out there. I'm like, I cannot wait to see the amount of people that are going to be watching her play basketball when she's back. And I really hope there's not a lockout. I really hope there's not a lockout. Like I've tweeted out a few things and I'm like, look, I don't think Caitlin Clark's brand, if she doesn't play any basketball till 2027, I don't think her brand's going to keep up. And everyone's like, oh no, like her brand's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But I'm like, man, there's a possibility she does not play sports till 2027. If there's no lockout.
Now here's where this gets really interesting. He's talking about the lockout, the very real possibility that Caitlin Clark might not play meaningful basketball again until 2027. Think about that for a second. The WNBA has someone who can draw thousands of fans to watch her play a completely different sport, and there's a genuine chance she won't play basketball for 3 years because of labor negotiations. You know what happens to that kind of insane momentum when it suddenly stops? Doesn't just pause, it doesn't wait, it dies. And once it's gone, you can never ever get it back. Just ask any league that suffered a lockout during a massive popularity surge. The damage is absolutely permanent.
Maybe not quite the buzz of last year. And not even a maybe not quite the buzz of last year. Definitely not quite the buzz of last year. Could you imagine if, heck, could you even imagine if 5 months ago, if Sophie Cunningham, if this was if Caitlin had played healthy in the for the rest of the season, how much hype this would have? A lot more than it does right now. But yeah, it's a good thing though. It is a good thing to see. It's a good thing to see the teammates together. It's a good thing to see the Indiana Fever players together, and it's a good thing to see so many people showing up.
Did you catch the complete shift in his tone there?
He went from genuinely excited about the crowd to being deeply, genuinely worried about the future because he understands something that apparently the WNBA doesn't. This moment right now is the absolute peak. This is when you capitalize. When you have someone who can literally shut down a golf tournament, you don't let them sit idle for 3 years. You build absolutely everything around them. You make them unavoidable. You turn their popularity into massive institutional growth. But here's the thing, and this is what's driving people absolutely crazy. The WNBA seems almost resistant to doing that. It's like they're philosophically opposed to the very idea that one player can be that much bigger than everyone else.
And she actually hit that ball pretty hard.
He's down. He's down.
She hit a damn fan, man. Hey, leave it to Sophie, bro. Well, Caitlyn did it last year too. So Sophie, you get a pass.
SoFi just took out a fan and everyone's absolutely laughing about it. The crowd's having fun, the players are having fun, and the LPGA is getting incredible content and media coverage. This is what happens when you truly embrace the chaos of having a massive star show up to your event. You lean right into it. You let it be entertaining. You don't try to control it or diminish it or try to spread it around equally. The NBA learned this with Jordan. The NFL learned it with Brady. Every truly successful league eventually figures out that you don't fight your superstars. You build around them. But the WNBA is still stuck in this incredibly weird place where they seem almost resentful of Caitlyn's popularity.
You're still getting a nice day out at the golf. And you might get to see Caitlin Clark hit the ball a few times. But yeah, like it is what it is, and it's funny. It is always funny when it comes to, I remember last year, the LPGA. The LPGA started posting so many things about how they're like record numbers and everything with Caitlin Clark, and the WNBA, everything is without Caitlin Clark, and it's like I'm not gonna lie, the WNBA, I would be
Okay, so let's connect all the dots here. Before Caitlin Clark, what did everyone really know about the WNBA? It was mostly players complaining about pay while the league was losing money. That was the entire national conversation. Then Caitlin shows up, and suddenly people are actually watching games, buying jerseys, and following the playoffs. The entire conversation shifted from why should we care to how do we see more? That's a miracle transformation, a complete rebrand without spending a single dollar on marketing. And now, we're right back to labor disputes and pay complaints, the exact same conversations that kept people away for decades. It's like watching someone win the lottery and immediately throwing the ticket away. Seriously, that's just wild.
Funny, man. Anywho, Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall, shutting down the Annika, record-breaking crowds, thousands of people lined up. This is great. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. This Keep Division. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this.